So next, for the classic palm, how it would look, and this is something that's going to take a little bit of practice. I just throw it in there. Classic palm. You want it between, and it's hard to describe perfectly, but you want it between the thumb, the flesh of the thumb, and the fingers right around this area. So you could pause the video, or I'll keep it up here for a couple seconds so you can see the general area. And we eventually want it around this area. Okay? And we practice getting around that area. And eventually, at first it'll be like this, and as you develop calluses and muscle memory with it, yes, there will be calluses. You can do this while doing it at a movie theater, just having it here. The coin will pop out eventually, but just make sure you got a lap that can support picking up the coin, or do it with quarters. Not quarters. I should probably have mentioned this at the outset. This is a very important note. Don't try practicing these routines with quarters unless you're very, very young. Because of expanded hand size, I was struggling. I should mention this now. I was struggling in coin magic because I was a teenager when I was learning, and I was doing it with quarters, and it was so impossible. I'm like, why is it so difficult? I mean, now I can do it, but it was so difficult because of the grip and having to have that minute touch to be able to do it. So if you're going to do coin magic, you definitely need $half size coins, either Kennedys or Walking Liberties, to be able to do it, or whatever is the equivalent in your area, because it just makes the grip so much easier to do, and it'll save you years. It took me 3 years to master coin magic, and the reason it took so long, or to master the fundamentals rather, and the reason it took so long was because I didn't have the right size coins so I could master them, and it was a lot of frustration all throughout. So if you can, get a $half size coin before anything else, and I should strongly stress that point. So now going into the classic palm. Sorry, I'm blanking out. Classic palm right here, and it looks like so. How do we get into this? And we practice clipping and getting it regular. And again, it'll take you about a week to 2 weeks to get comfortable, so you can get to this position. You'll start out with the starfish claw thing, and that's fine. You're just developing comfortability with it. You don't have to go this far in mastering it, but we just want to be able to get it decently to this position. So once we got this, and again, give it a week to 2 weeks to get comfortable with this, and then we'll go into the next part of it, but I will just show the next part now so you know what to look for. Or just watch it a week later when you feel comfortable with this guy. From here, so we produce the coin. You can do a coin flick if you want, and then have it adjusted to the classic palm position if you want. Or after producing the coin, you show it, and then let the coin fall into, and you can adjust it, need to be to the classic palm position. And you can use your fingers to adjust it. Okay? Once we got to this position, we use our second and third fingers to push it. You don't have to. You can actually just grip it like this if you're really good with it. But just an old habit, and just to make sure it's in there, so I do it with security. Second and third finger right here. I actually go in and press the coin to the palm, and I get the extra security and clip of it really going in there. And it works with the gestures I do, so it really stays in there. So if I was to do it, and I'll actually show what it looks like in real time right now. I show the coin. Okay, so produce it, show it right here. Okay, and then I put it to the other hand, toss on up, it goes. Whoa, what is happening? And then I can produce it again, need it be. So that's what it looks like. So after we did the coin flip or whatever to get the coin to the palm right here, second and third fingers, clip it, and you do it as you're like gripping the coin really tight to toss in the hand. That's what it actually looks like. So you show it, and it looks like you're really tossing. I'm simulating the action. And so that helps to justify me pushing the coin deeper into the hand as I do this, so for extra security. So for those first learning classic palm, this is a little technique that helps. Anyways, so we got second, third, and then we do toss and gesture, and we follow the same 5 gestures. Clip, and this is the clip in this case. Clip, clip, coddle, fingers are overhanging, drop. Okay, so clip, coddle, drop, turn, vanish, and then we produce. And for producing, you're going to have your hand down here, and then the coin is going to drop. You're going to let it drop from classic palm position, what we just covered, to the finger palm. Okay, and you can adjust it with your thumb, need to be. We would want to do this out of view. where spectators are watching us from the back end, and then come forward as we produce it on their piece of clothing or whatever. You could also just boldly go in one motion with it from Classic Palm, let fingers drop, and then go directly for the production. That's one idea. But eventually you want to get used to transferring it from Classic Palm and then practice dropping it down. Okay, again, dropping it down to the finger palm. And then you can do the production. So that's what it looks like from there. Again, one last time. I'll do it slow motion, then real time motion. Clip, coddle, sorry. Clip, coddle, drop, turn, vanish. And again, be watchful of angles. You don't want to flash this unintentionally, so you want to practice in the mirror still several times to see the angles, so you don't have to worry about it anymore. So that's what it looks like. Sorry, this table's moving. And then real-time motion. Excuse me, miss. And I start out in finger palm just for the production. Excuse me, miss. You've got a little coin right here. Pretty cool. It's like Walking Liberty. So I go, excuse me, miss. You've got a coin right here. It's a very odd one. It's like a Walking Liberty half dollar. You see these often? No? It's a very odd coin. I actually toss it. It actually go just like that. That's crazy. And then actually can produce it right there again. Oh, by the way, I'm Dan. Nice to meet you. And you are Tanya? Oh, Tanya. That's an awesome name. Are you? And then you can ask whatever you want, and it's creating a small talk and creating conversation to someone you probably might have not talked to. And it's just a great, great little piece. Just finding the right justification, the right context, the right situation, everything, then you can create a beautiful conversation piece. Again, I do not encourage bad intent with this routine, though I have used it for meeting a lot of people, I will say that. But that is the Classic Palm version.